The Rosie Hospital has a reputation for being one of the very best maternity hospitals in the country, and it is a hugely important resource for those living in the east of England.
Isla's one of a twin. They were born prematurely, quite small in weight. The care at the hospital has been absolutely fantastic.
We had quite a traumatic pregnancy, so we've spent a lot of time in the hospital here. Can't thank them enough for the help that we've had. Very, very grateful.
The Rosie provides essential care to mothers and babies, enabling the majority of mothers to have the most rewarding birthing experience, whilst also dealing with the most complex and serious health issues.
It was built just over 25 years ago as a result of a donation from David Robinson, a local philanthropist, and he named the hospital after his mother. And the name Rosie has become associated with excellence in healthcare and a fine hospital. Despite this, there are some important problems that we've been facing at the Rosie over recent years. In the first place, the Rosie was built to deliver 3,000 to 3,500 mothers, and now we're delivering 6,000, and the number is increasing. Also, care's got more complex. We're seeing sicker mothers and sicker babies from across the region coming to us.
The Rosie is operating beyond its design capacity, so it needs to be enlarged, but perhaps more importantly, there are new facilities and new services which we would like to be able to offer at the Rosie for mothers and for babies.
We've looked at the United States in particular to look at best practice, the best facilities, new ways of working, to bring them back and to utilise them here for the benefit of our local mothers. And we've also tried to look forward to see how things will evolve over the coming decade or two and try and bring that into our new build.
The development of the Rosie will cover 5 crucial areas of care, most needed by patients and the wider community.
Imaging technologies are developing apace, and Cambridge has a long tradition of developing new technologies in this field. And one of the really exciting things with the Mother and Baby Imaging Centre is that not only will we have a state-of-the-art magnetic resonance imaging scanner, but we hope to develop what's known as multimodal imaging. We'll combine MRI scanning with new optical and EEG technologies, so we can look at both the structure of the brain but also how it's working, the function of the brain. And to have a state-of-the-art facility within the infrastructure of Cambridge University Hospitals is really exciting.
We've seen a lot of women and their partners move into the region in the last few years, so there's been big population growth, increase in delivery numbers, and at the same time women are electing to come here themselves for deliveries and for antenatal care, so it's a dual pressure on the unit. Multidisciplinary clinics are something that we started about 6 or 7 years ago here, and it means that at one visit a woman can see a fetal medicine doctor, a neonatal doctor, a geneticist, and a variety of other specialists as well. We've been very fortunate to be able to design a brand new fetal medicine centre in the Rosie new build. It brings larger ultrasound rooms, more space for parents and relatives, more space for staff, specialist counselling rooms, and a theatre which will allow us to do more invasive and specialist level procedures.
We're planning a 10-bedded midwifery-led birthing unit, so it will be predominantly cared for by midwives and other support staff. We're planning in each room to have a birthing pool, which will help women to have a natural birth, and the rooms are going to be state-of-the-art, really, really nice colours in the rooms, really trying to make it look like your own home, so a home-from-home environment. Majority of women are more than able to have a very normal and natural birth, and what it means for women is that they can go home much earlier. They need very, very little pain relief because they're working with their labour, and their progresses are much better for them if we don't interfere. I think for some time women have wanted different options because we're all very, very different, and when you're pregnant you make lots of decisions about who you want with you when you're going to have your baby, where you want to have your baby and how you want to have your baby, and the midwifery-led birthing unit gives women another viable option for them to choose.
Neonatal care is extremely important. 1 in 10 babies require some degree of special care. In designing the new neonatal unit, we placed the family at the heart of the whole building. So, for example, in the intensive care nurseries, we only have 4 cots with adequate space around the cot for the nursing staff and, importantly, the mother and the father who can spend as much time as possible with their very sick baby. The new build has been designed with an emphasis on space and privacy for the baby, which also means that the chances of cross-infection between babies is minimised. We've recently introduced cooling as a treatment for babies who've been starved of oxygen around the time of delivery, and it's been shown that this treatment can prevent them from developing long-term neurodevelopmental problems.
Within the new Rosie, we will have 8 ensuite rooms which will be there to provide rest facilities for families, including the brothers and sisters of babies that are in the intensive care unit. I think it's vitally important for the mother to be able to stay as close to the baby as possible. So each room will have a double bed, it will have its ensuite facilities, there will be a kitchen, laundry facilities, a play area for children and a dining area for parents. And it will be managed separately. It will be somebody independent of the neonatal unit arranging the accommodation and support to families. We recognise that it is emotionally stressful and it does have a financial impact if parents are having to travel daily from great distances, and I think this takes the stress away from them if we can provide this facility for them.
This is an area where investment in healthcare really pays off in great dividends. Maternity care, care of sick infants, touches everyone's lives.
What's really exciting about the new build is that we'll have the space and resources to allow this team to provide the best quality care to these infants.
We expect that this unit will become one of the top 3 or 4 units for fetal medicine and perinatology within Europe.
I'm delighted to have been asked to chair the appeal campaign, as it will give me the opportunity of giving back to the Rosie something in return for what it has given to me and my family over the years. This is a special opportunity to create something of huge value for the future and a legacy for generations to come. We can all play a part in making it happen.